I totally agree. There haven't been a lot of noise problems in Littleton Town Centre. What that says to me is that nobody's actually been making as much noise as they've been permitted to make. Because if they were, we would have had noise problems. To give it a context, the current noise regime is 65 dB limit 24 hours a day, which is the same as our entertainment 1 category in the central city, which is designed for 24-hour entertainment. And in that area, you're not allowed to build residential.
Was that because it was a working port?
No, I don't believe it is. I don't know why it's come about. It's a rule that's really only appropriate if you want hospitality at the expense of everything else. If you never want anything else in the town centre, then it's a perfectly fine rule.
But it is a working port, and I think that's why they've always had
Indeed, but the port only produces maybe 50 decibels at the same area that the town centre is currently allowed to make 65. So it doesn't, I haven't found any good reason why it would be the way it is. It is currently the most permissive noise zone in all of Christchurch.
Maybe they want a 24/7 licence area as well, and they could be the only one in town.
Well, I mean, that might go further than I would suggest we would go, but I mean, there are some discussions we'll have when we get onto that as well. But
they'd never make it back through the tunnel, is the idea.
Yeah,
I mean, Littleton is quite different than other similar areas, and I think the way that Littleton will develop, its economic development will perhaps be quite different than some other areas as well. It's interesting to note the relationship between town centre noise and port noise. When some noise testing was done in Littleton recently, the background port noise on a Saturday night was found to be significantly greater than the noise produced by town centre venues on a Saturday night. And I mean, that's with live bands at the Wonder Bar, it's with several bars that have got outdoor courtyards which are well used. So, I mean, my point is that for as long as I've been there and currently, the status quo has worked, and I wouldn't want to change it to something more restrictive that stopped it working in a way that actually is quite unique and works really well for Littleton.
Right.
Can we put a pause on there, because we'll have to find another time. We're past the time, and we've either got meetings to go to. So, but give it some thought on that area, because if there isn't a problem, we don't really want to be fixing it.
Yes, I'm not proposing to fix a problem. I'm saying that the problem doesn't exist.
You've been asked to look at whether the plan's internally consistent, and it doesn't look internally consistent when there are this set of rules that wouldn't be acceptable anywhere else except for in a high volume, entertainment area. Yeah.
Well, Littleton prides itself on being consistent anyway.
Yeah,
right.
That's true.
In which case, the rules I proposed are perfect.
Yeah, rebuild the British, that's what I say. Right. Oh, sorry, I apologise. We adjourn the meeting until a time to be advised by Moa and Brigitte.